Rheneas was happy to have been mended. He felt much better than ever before, and throughout the years he showed it by working hard and being a really useful engine. However, as he got older, one fear began to grow bigger and bigger: Scarlowy Gorge. A gradient with tracks sneaking through the middle. It was a long but manageable climb. All for the engines except for Rheneas, who in recent years began to struggle, and it was starting to show, especially to Scarlowy.
You're going to wear yourself down at this rate. I'm not going to stand by and have you run yourself into the ground. You're due for an overhaul and you know it.
Oh, come off it, Scarlowy. I'm fine. Stop worrying so much.
Oh, please. You can barely get past the gorge. What's so wrong about an overhaul?
It'll take time away from my work, which we can't afford.
We'll be fine without you for a few weeks. You're just being stubborn.
Pah!
Oh my, he'd better not overdo it himself, or he'll never hear the end of it from me.
Well, good morning. I guess you woke up with a grumpy boiler.
Ha! You'd be a grumpy engine too if you had to deal with these shutter boxes on wheels. Yeah, we've been working harder than ever, it seems, with all these new goods trains. So are these big engines. I keep seeing rails, sleepers, and a lot of building materials. Something's up, I tell you.
Maybe they're building a new line. I wonder who crashed down there first.
Probably James being on the stuff.
Oh, probably. Anyways, I must be off with my train. Goodbye, Sir Handel.
Oh, goodbye, Rheneas. Don't get stuck in the gorge. We can help it. Rheneas was puffing down the line. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining, the birds singing, and he was happy as he puffed along the line with his train of happy enthusiasts.
Oh, what a beautiful day.
On his way back, however, he had to climb up the gorge. It was steep, and he had to face it head on.
I can do it. I can do it.
At last, he reached the next station. His driver and fireman checked him carefully.
You sounded dreadful, Rheneas. It's time we talk about that overhaul.
I'm fine. Let's just finish this journey.
The driver shook his head in frustration.
Oh, you're so stubborn. Fine, suit yourself then.
Foolish engine. Your driver told me what happened. You're lucky you didn't snap something off.
I'm fine. They found nothing wrong.
Nothing they found, yes, but that doesn't mean there wasn't something wrong.
That made Rheneas ponder.
I trust you, Rheneas. That's why I haven't told Mr. Percival about your mishaps. But this isn't healthy. Please, talk to Mr. Percival tomorrow. Now, I'm going to sleep. Good night.
Those words then stuck with Rheneas all night. And the next morning, while he was getting fired up, he saw a workman approaching him.
Ah, Rheneas, just the engine I need. Sir Handel is feeling unwell, and he's due to take the morning slate train. Can you do it for him, please? It'll save Mr. Percival a headache.
Yes, sir, of course I can.
The workman, surprised with the enthusiasm from Rheneas, walked away to make the arrangements with the manager. the guard blew his whistle, Rheneas set off with the empty slate trucks, so he could bring them up to the quarry.
I'm not sure about this. Yesterday proved something. Perhaps we shouldn't push it.
Mr. Percival is relying on me. I can't let him down. We'll tell him when we get back. I'm sure one more run can't hurt.
They soon arrived at the quarry. Rheneas looked on the other line. He saw the trucks that he'd be taking back to Crovan's Gate that Peter Sam shifted last night. It was a long and heavy train, which made him a bit nervous. The guard blew the whistle, and their journey began. No one heard Rheneas starting to creak and groan. They soon reached Scarloey Gorge, and began to climb in.
Rheneas, we need help. You won't be able to make it.
I can do it. Ow! Ow! Stop! Ah! Something's wrong! Ah!
You silly engine. Your cylinders have cracked. You aren't going any further. I knew we shouldn't have taken that load.
Rheneas said nothing. He felt ashamed and foolish. Soon Scarloey came to rescue him.
Scarloey, I'm...
Save it for Mr. Percival.
Soon they reached the station, and there was Mr. Percival waiting. He looked very cross.
I'm not pleased in the slightest, Rheneas, not at all. Putting aside your overhaul until now, causing more damage, I figured that with the increased paperwork I've had, I could still trust you'd go in for an overhaul, but you haven't. I know you don't like it, but I never thought you would do something this foolish.
I know, sir. I know, sir. I'm so sorry, sir.
As you should be. Now, you have to get your overall here and now. When you're repaired, I want you in the yards until I can trust you again. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Scarloey, take him to the sheds. I want you doing Rheneas' work until I say so.
Understood, sir.
Scarloey shunted Rheneas into the engine shed and parked alongside.
Aren't you going back to the sheds?
No, you may have been fools, but you still are my friend. Hopefully you have learned from this.
Yes, I have. I'm sorry. I should have listened to you. You only had my best intentions. No more skipping out on overhauls. And next time, the gorge won't stand a chance.